Well, it is a sunny Gold Coast Sunday morning, and we decided that it was a great idea to spend 15 hours in the car and drive to the snow. So we are currently en route, just left this morning. We'll be joining up with Rob when we get to Mansfield, and we're looking to hopefully find some exciting tracks. Put the tyres in the snow, which will be great as well. Never done that before. But more or less, it's also exciting that this is our first ever, or will be our first ever YouTube video. So hopefully we can continue to bring you guys some decent content, enjoyable content of some of the trips that we do. Majority of them are obviously us taking the Bondtech product out, testing, seeing what we can do for improvements, and more or less an excuse to get away to view to visit some lovely places that we have around the country. But yeah, first one off the list is the Victorian High Country. So I've got about 1,550 kilometres to go. So sitting by myself in a car until we join up with Rob, it's going to be thoroughly exciting. So probably skip most of this. We'll see you at the other end. So I'm 5 hours out of Mansfield. We've done about just over 11 hours of driving today. I got out of the car for 3 seconds to grab a coffee out of the fridge, and now I can't get warm, and it can only get worse from here. Hopefully start getting used to it a little quicker than what I have done so far. We managed to make it to Albury last night. It is absolutely freezing, and it poured rain all night. But yeah, we managed to make it to Albury last night. It is freezing cold. It was nice and warm in bed, but we'll grab a coffee and hit the road. I think we've got about 2 hours left before we meet up with Rob. So let's keep going. Let's get in the car and get warm. You know, the trip's begun when you got to fill up with some Alpine diesel. We've met Rob's just joined along too. Morning, Rob.
Boy,
What do we got here?
Alpine diesel.
Where are we going?
Mate, up to the High Country.
We don't have much of an idea, a little bit. We've got a bit of a plan. The main plan and the goal, of course, is to find some snow. They've had a fair bit over the last couple of days, so excited. We'll put some Alpine diesel in, and we'll start climbing the mountains. All right, well, we are on our way out of Mansfield now, so we're about to head out to Jamison and then start making our way up the hills. So the plan is we're going to head from Jamison along Jamison-Lacola Road. We're going to try going across from Mount Selma from north to south. So been told there's a bit of snow around from there. We'll probably head along Mount Matlock and a few others, but we're pretty excited. Rob's just joined us along. We'll get him on the radio and see how he's trucking. Got a copy, Rob?
Yeah, mate.
You ready?
Mate, I was born ready.
I don't think I've been this excited in a long time. Like, there's something beautiful about doing the Cape and the Stetson and all of that, but I've never driven in the snow, and I haven't been to the snow in a very, very long time. So I think excited's an understatement.
Mate, that's great to hear. To be honest, I've only done really one real trip in the snow, and that was only to a chalet. So I really can't say that I've got any experience for driving in snow. So let's see how we go.
Well, they say it's a lot like sand, so I guess we'll get to the start of where we start seeing the white stuff, letting tyres down, and hopefully don't get ourselves in too much trouble.
Sounds like a plan.
Famous last words. Hopefully we can get to a camp spot before it goes dark, and I hear you're a bit of a master chef on the campfire.
Oh yeah, I'll see what I can cook up. See how we go.
Perfect. A beer and something good for dinner sounds like a plan.
Super excited, mate. Can't wait.
All right. Well, we haven't got too far to go, I think, before we start to see some the terrain start to change a little bit. But yeah, excited and nervous. I hope that both the trucks get through everything we put them through. We don't want to spend hours and hours of our time winching, but we've got a week, so we want to try and find as much of the exciting stuff as we possibly can do. But yeah, let's keep trucking. All right, we're about 40 minutes out of Mansfield now. We've just passed through Jamison to grab some firewood as well. So we thought tonight we'd pull up camp along the river, along the bottom. So we'll head up the mountains tomorrow. We'll just get a good night's sleep and keep warm for a moment. But we spoke to the locals and they said there's a good spot, which we're just coming up to now, Blue Hole Reserve. So we're going to pull in there, set up camp and get a fire going. And yeah, this looks pretty good. Rob, you got a copy?
Yeah, mate.
So it looks like it's definitely wet, but I don't think we're going to avoid that anywhere we go.
No, I don't think so with all this rain.
I might just spin around here very gently so I don't spin
On the grass. Oh, never mind, I'm sliding.
You're sliding into the river.
We haven't even got to camp. We haven't even got to camp yet.
Oh, mate, I thought you were just going to keep going.
So did I. I'm just trying to spin around. I might spin around first and then I'll reverse back to where I need to go.
What a spot.
Don't go there.
Where I went. Oh, goodbye.
Mate, you need to go forward.
I just want to go camping.
I can't believe how much you were sliding, just sitting there.
The hubs in just to get a camp spot. As good as this spot looks, I can't even park without the car sliding down the hill towards the river. So we're going to jump back on the main road. There's tons of campsites along here. That one just looks really nice, but I want to be next to the river, not in it. So looks like we've just got another one up here on the left, Rob. We'll have a look in here and hopefully this one's a little bit better than the last.
Let's hope so. The other one was a shocker.
Oh no, we're looking good. We have nice green grass and it looks like the roads is a little more solid than the last. What do you reckon? Down there on the right or to our left?
I think down on our right looks nice. Looks like there's a little bit of a bank of pebbles and sand there, from what I can see.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll pull up and then we'll get into setting up so we can get some beers going.
Sounds good.
Cooking, Rob?
We are cooking raw beef with soy, honey, garlic, sesame oil. I don't know what you call it, but there is a name for it. I just can't remember it right now.
Sashimi. Sashimi
like
steak.
Yeah.
Oh, looks good.
High Country steak. Oof. Raw style. Made with love. That.
Rob's cooking dinner for both of us. Thanks, Rob.
All good.
I'll take you for a little wander around campsite number 1, night 1. So it's Monday night. We just got in, obviously. We both got into Mansfield early this morning. It's been absolutely hammering rain all day, unfortunately. So we did plan to go up the mountain today, but we thought we'd kind of see if the rain was going to subside, which it should do. So hopefully we can go up there tomorrow with a little bit less, less rain in general, because we don't want to be stuck up there for hours winching. So hopefully there's less rain. We'll get up there and then, yeah, go from there. But I'll run you through. So we've obviously, for this trip, we've got the Hilux, which is my one, and then Rob's got the 79 Cruiser in the background there that you can see. We're obviously both running the Bundutech Top standards, so on both the trucks. I've got the Bundu L270 squareback, so you can see with the squareback, if you take a look, for a night like this where we're just sort of doing a quick one-nighter, I've just got the square section still held up. We're not particularly using it. There's no need to use it for tonight. Plus we're pretty much camped in the mud there anyway. On this side, we've also got the Bundu Annex and Bundu Ensuite as well. So if we were set up for a little bit longer, or it wasn't just mud everywhere, we'd get those set up. Just gives you a little bit more space to move around, put your stuff out and whatnot. And then our campsite. I don't think you could get much better than this.
Mate.
But I think we're going to get a hell of a lot better than this, because this is only night 1 and we
think so.
Kind of figured this out and found this at the last minute, because I obviously had a few dramas in the last campsite. But plenty more tracks, plenty more of pulling Rob out, winching Rob. It's going to be good. Excited. All right, night 1 done and dusted. We're all packed up on the road. So we're heading towards Mount Terrible today. We're just driving along looking for a moonlight track I think we've got to take to head back up the mountain. So we're excited. We've been told, the guys at the at Jamison have told us that there's a fair bit of snow at the top. Hopefully with the weather we've had over the last couple of days, the tracks aren't too difficult, but regardless, we're excited to go to the top, see some snow, and even if there is a bit of winching involved, we've got to pull out the big cruiser. I'm sure Rob would be stoked if we have to do that. Are you tracking, Rob?
Go.
Excited to get these cars a little dirtier than they already are?
Definitely excited, buddy. Looking forward to it.
We are not being from the area. We don't really know what we're in for. This moonlight track on the way up to Mount Terrible could be a little exciting.
Yeah, it sort of concerns me, just with all the rain that we've had here. I'm not sure how we're going to go.
Now, I certainly didn't plan on sliding down the side of a mountain this weekend.
No, likewise. Let's hope that we can make it unscathed.
We should be fine, mate. We got all the right idea, all the right gear, and no idea. Is that which one were we supposed to have?
Mate, we've got the 79. When in doubt, the 79's about.
So the definition of all the gear and no idea is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Right, here we go, Rob. This could be the start of an epic 4-hour-long journey up tracks we have no idea what we're in for.
See how we go, mate. Hopefully the track's in good condition.
Seems to be an issue.
Arising straight away that there's a river in front of us.
That sounds exciting. Looks good.
It doesn't really look like the river's crossable at this point.
Mate, that is flowing hard.
This is definitely not a crossable river. Just tell me out.
I suppose you could.
Tell me how deep we're getting. I'll just on this slowly flowing water. No.
Mate, it looks okay.
I know.
I just don't know once you get in that bit there.
Like it feels like it's just slowly dropping, but
You need a load of experience.
yeah, I know.
All right. Well, that didn't work out. The river crossing back at that Moonlight track just seemed a little bit dubious. So we thought we would abort and try another access track further back on the road here. So let's hopefully have some success crossing this spot.
Yeah, we've decided to call it quits on making that crossing. You know, it's day one. Even though the water wasn't exactly the deepest, just you know that flowing water, it doesn't take much to sweep the car away, and we're not really looking to lose a vehicle on day one of the high country. So we'll make the intelligent choice and cruise up the road a little bit and see if we can cross across that river at a different point. Like we've had a lot of rain, so it's to be expected these rivers are going to be a bit higher, but I didn't feel too comfortable crossing it with just the speed of the water. Like anything can go wrong. So anyway, we'll keep tracking. We'll find another way up, and then we'll keep moving. All right, we've just come across Paletti's track. So this one's going to take us up to Mount Terrible. Luckily there was no creek crossing at the start of this one, so we're just going to cruise on up here. Hopefully the track, it is definitely slippery, but it doesn't look so bad just yet.
That was a bit of an easier entrance into the track.
Yeah, this is much easier than the other one.
Hopefully we come across this snow sooner or later.
Mate, I really hope so.
I'm just trying to think if we've got the right weather or not today.
I'm just thinking that I didn't drive 16 hours to the snow to not see the snow.
That's very true, so
We'll make every effort to find it for you, buddy.
Oh, she's nice and slippery.
definitely.
It's probably a bit more fun though than getting drowned in the river.
You could really spend weeks in the high country. Like everywhere you go, every turn you take, there's more and more tracks coming off left and right, and the terrain is absolutely amazing. You can be down in the valleys with the river just beside you, and then now we're climbing up the side of a mountain, and it's nice and slippery. Bit of fun. How cool is this? Full driving up in the clouds, mate.
Oh, fantastic. Feels like we're actually exploring now.
Not just driving around down the bottom.
No.
Alright guys, here we are on the Paletti track. Just decided to pull over and deflate the tyres. Track was getting a little bit slippery, a bit rocky, more so slippery and steep, but thought it'll be best to put the tyres down, prevent any tyre punctures, and help with our aid of traction. Mikey,
What's going on?
how you going?
Good. Yeah, and what'd you go to?
Went 17 on the front.
17? Yeah, I just dropped to 18. I'm fairly heavy in the back.
And me too. I've left about 19, 20 at the back because it's bulging out a little bit.
It'd just be nice for a bit of a smoother ride. It's a bit rocky.
Yeah, that'll help. So there we are, guys, the Paletti track heading up to Mount Terrible. As much as the weather looks terrible, it's really nice. There's no wind. It's cold, but there's no wind. It's beautiful. This will be fun.
Yeah, I don't feel like we should be going down.
Still got quite a nice hard pace to it, so it's not slippery. I'm just going to sit in the wheel tracks.
You know it's steep when things start sliding off your front seat. Hey Michael, just letting you know we're at 1,064 metres.
I reckon if we can get another 100 metres out, we'll probably be over the snow zone, I'd say. It certainly looks like snow. I cannot see anything meters in front of me.
I can just see a very big drop off.
Yeah, no, right.
Do our best to try and avoid that.
$1,083.
Jim, it's getting close. Yeah, look, this coming up. Well, we've got our first sight of snow roll.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's exciting. Woo, yes.
Mate, we made it. Who would have known?
This is incredible. I think this is probably one of the best days of my life.
Very cool.
If you haven't done the Victorian High Country in the snow, this is the reason you need to go do it. I don't think I've seen anything cooler than this before in my life. This is just awesome. Woohoo! This is possibly the coolest thing ever.
Have you not driven through the snow?
No, not at all, mate. Not at all. We need to get some photos. Woohoo! Here we go, guys. This is what we come for. Oh, this is awesome.
Wow. This is awesome.
that was deep.
Oh my god.
Fuck, I got water coming in. Fuck. Woohoo!
You fucking submarine.
What do you reckon, mate? After that, I think it's I think we call it a day, find a camp spot, and have a couple of beers.
Mate, that sounds like a very good plan. That was crazy.
I just couldn't believe how quickly it plunged.
I couldn't believe the amount of water, but and how fast it was flowing. Yeah, that was amazing, mate.
Even after watching you do it first, it was still like a bit of unexpected when the water come up the window.
Tell me about it. Geez, this looks spicy.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd rather, deep river crossings or edges. What have we got cooking tonight, Chef Rob?
Mouth is full. Cooking a nice pasta spezzatini.
Oh,
Basically, pasta sauce with beef, porterhouse steak. And that'll cook in there for about an hour and a half. And we'll serve that up with some pasta, and then eat the meat on the side and a little bit of salad.
that sounds good. That sounds really good. So today we had a fairly adventurous day. We headed up straight to Mount Terrible at the top, which was the first point of call for today's little leg. Not a lot of snow. We did get told there was going to be a bit of snow up there, but by the time we got there was two other fellas that were in the hut, or staying in the hut up the top, and they said there was quite a lot of snow the day before, but obviously a lot of it had melted off. So we're at about 1,200 meters, I think, from memory, up the top.
At Mount Terrible.
Thereabouts. So we headed on from there and went and did Mount Matlock, which there was a heap more snow sort of to and from Mount Matlock, which was good. So you would have seen a fair bit of the driving through the snow there. That was freaking amazing.
Everything's awesome.
And then we headed back down the hill through Gotwood, something. One of those things where we come across that creek crossing.
I know, wood.
Something, there's a wood in it. The place. So where we just were before we went to the creek crossing. And to our surprise, well, to Rob's surprise, it was a lot deeper than it looked. It was definitely flowing. We did have a little scan of it before we went across it, but I think it's just that initial plunge that kind of takes the breath out of you. Lungs through a second.
Definitely caught me by surprise.
So we're only camped about, I don't know, a couple of 100 meters from there, because we thought we'd pull up, start cooking, have a beer, relax the nerves, and then we'll head on up to tackle Mount Selma tomorrow. So exciting.
And Mount Selma is 1,500 meters.
1,500 meters. So we're definitely,
big snow.
we want that big, thick, powdery snow.
Yep.
So we'll give it a go. Alrighty, here we go.
We made it.
Nice and easy.
That's awesome.
made it to the top of Mount Selma. It is absolutely freezing. We're sitting inside with the heater on. Outside it's below zero. So we might see if we can get a fire going at least. If we can't, I don't know, we might take the easy way out and head back down the mountain and find a bit of a warmer place to camp for the night. So we'll have a little look around and then we'll go from there. We've tried starting a fire. Everything's too wet, so it's not looking great at the moment, and it is absolutely freezing. Morning. We are just leaving Cooper's Creek, so we just pulled in here late last night after coming back down from Mount Selma. Absolutely beautiful spot here. If you're from Victoria or you're in the Melbourne region, this is definitely one to add to the bucket list. It is a perfectly manicured campground, so toilets and stuff, and there's this beautiful creek here, so that you can actually, if you're into your kayaking, you can actually kayak. I think it's about, it said 4 to 6 hours down the river to where we're heading next, to another campground. But yeah, this place is absolutely incredible. What do you think of this, Rob?
This is absolutely beautiful.
I don't know if there's much Victorians are lucky for, but they're definitely lucky to have this.
Mate, they are very lucky to have this. It's just a stunning place.
I want to jump on a kayak and head down the river.
Well, apparently this is part of a canoe trail, this area.
Didn't even know canoe trails were a thing, but there you are. It is a thing, and next time we come, we're bringing canoes.
Definitely, that's definitely
Even.
What was the what's the place where we're headed now? So we're heading along from Cooper's Creek, and we're heading to
Brunton's Bridge, I think it was. We were told that was a nice little camp spot and a bit of a flat area that you can camp up against the creek, so looking forward to that.
The beautiful thing about the high country too is there's such a range or such a variety of different levels of tracks. So we've done quite a few that were sort of difficult. Majority of them have been reasonably easy. Even with all the rain that we've had over the past couple of days, it has still been quite grippy underneath the tyres, so we haven't got ourselves in too much trouble. Apart from the creek crossings, it's probably one thing that I think can turn from easy to extreme very quickly if you have had a bit of rain. We obviously have come across a couple that were probably a little bit beyond what I was comfortable with doing, but they were still to a certain extent passable. So we've had an absolute ball of a time up here with all of the tracks that we've been cruising around. But yeah, if you're from Vic or you're close enough, or even make the drive if you're up further up north, it's not that far. You can spend weeks in here with the amount of tracks and hills and mountains that you can explore. It's absolutely breathtaking, some of the spots you can get to. But yeah, it's definitely worth the effort and worth the trip. So if you haven't done the high country, this is your calling. We're at Brenton's Bridge doing some cave diving.
This is like my worst nightmare.
Oh, nah.
Mate, how far does that go?
It goes for a while, but you can stand up back here.
Oh, mate.
Here we go, Rob. What's it like? Just claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Oh. You don't like holes?
No.
Oh, no.
I can't do it, Corey.
Rob's tapping out.
Mate, that's my worst fear.
That's alright.
Is getting covered in something.
It's stable in here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just Corey, we met him like 2 hours ago.
I know.
That looks cool, though. It's nice and thin, isn't it? Jeez.
Oh, mate. Can't believe I'm in here.
Oh, this is cool.
We're mad. I'm coming in. Don't talk too loud.
How cool is this?
It's actually quite warm in here.
Yeah, and this is where it splits off. That's the shorter passage. I've been all the way down. Do you want to go down both of them, or
Oh, not really.
that one's the taller one?
What are you? What's the thoughts right now?
Really, hang on.
My thoughts is like my worst nightmare of
Yeah,
dirt
Ollie.
falling on me.
We're gold miners.
Bundu gold.
Wow.
Can't see any gold.
Nah. Awesome.
That's mad. Just came out of the cave that we've gone down with Corey, gentleman that we just met at camp, and his daughter. I went in so far, but I couldn't go any more. It's too eerie. My worst nightmare of having something collapse on me. Yeah. That's all we had to crawl through. Miner Mike. Miner Mike's out.
Jeez.
Any gold, mate?
No gold.
No opal?
We made it out alive.
I didn't know if I have to come in and save you or
Oh,
not.
they go forever.
Do they?
Even he was like, oh, I probably wouldn't go down that one. It doesn't sound very good. You knock on the floor and it's like almost like there's a tunnel underneath you.
Oh my goodness.
It sounds hollow. Oh, that's a cool little bit of the trip.
Mate, that's awesome.
Wow.
Here he comes. Corey
Our tour
and
guide.
tour guide Ellie. Well done. You're more braver than me. Corey, our tour guide's coming out. Well, thanks for showing that to us, mate.
Oh, that's alright.
How did you ever find that?
Oh, I was just walking around
And a
over
bit-
here and then I
and a
come
bit
down
of-
and
That's
seen the entrance
because
and
this world has
the opening.
come apart.
That's
went for a
awesome.
run.
There you go. That is gold.
What a week, Rob.
Mate, what a week. What an amazing week.
We've been up and down and all around.
From Mansfield to mountains to river crossings to beautiful locations like this. Just amazing.
Oh, it feels like there hasn't been a place we haven't covered, but at the same time, there is so many places we haven't covered.
Definitely agree. all I can say is we've not even scratched the surface of the high country.
No,
Like, it's
no.
just
When you look on the map, like
ridiculous.
we were looking before, we've driven a nice little loop almost back around, and we're currently, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes out of Walhalla.
Yeah,
But no, as far as the high country is concerned, we've not even
scratched the surface.
scratched the surface. But what a week it has been, though.
Been amazing. Just can't believe the experience, like from the snow caps to down into the valleys with gushing rivers, nearly getting drowned. But then to end it on a place like this with just smooth flowing water, it's just awesome.
You even managed to steal someone's kayak today to go for a little
We did.
run up the river.
We did. Our lovely camp neighbours, Corey and Ellie, were kind enough to lend us the kayak.
Shout out to Corey and Ellie.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Thanks, guys.
for the lend of your kayak and all your other brilliant equipment. It's probably the first time we've seen people in a week.
Yeah, that's true. So what did we see? We
Saw one other car in the whole time we've been out here in the high country. So no, what have we? So started at the beginning. We went Mansfield down to Picnic Creek, and then from Picnic Creek we then went and did Mount Terrible, Mount Terrible to Matlock to Mount Selma, Mount Selma to Walhalla.
Oh no, was it Knockwood?
Knockwood.
Knockwood.
We're never gonna. We're gonna have to actually look into this.
Woodlock,
Knockwood.
Knockwood.
One of those places.
We'll let you know.
But regardless of where we went, honestly, the high country has definitely been an amazing time. They've really turned it on. The weather probably could have been a little bit better for us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it provided us with the adventure, like the off-road situations, the bit of slipperiness,
Definitely.
the bit of snow. All around, it's been a great trip.
Topping it off, I suppose, from camping last night at Cooper's Creek and then waking up this morning with some sunshine.
Oh,
To me, that was
blue sky.
blue sky and sunshine, and after the few days of just cloud, which was still cool because we're obviously up in the mountains. But to have that blue sky and then to rock up to this place, Brunton's Bridge, and then have this river and this camping location. That's really ended the trip.
Mate, I don't think it gets much better than this. This is honestly like a God's gift. Like it is beautiful. And we've got a nice fire. The first time we've had a decent good fire because it's been absolutely saturated for the last week. But no, this has been it's a perfect end to a great week.
That's one good thing I can only say, Victoria, is that you guys are very lucky to have this at your doorstep. That's it though.
So here's a little shout out to 4 Drive Victoria and the rest of everyone here that looks after these places. Make sure when you're coming and going and you're visiting these beautiful campgrounds, you take your rubbish, you look after the place, and
Definitely.
continue to enjoy the luxuries of living and camping out in these beautiful places. Because we don't have it everywhere else.
No, we don't. That's one thing. I'll take my hat off to the Victorian Government Council, whoever's funding all the campsites or the free camps. It's been amazing that you can just come along and camp anywhere and not have to worry about paying. It's awesome.
No, it's been great. We've spent a week out in the middle of nowhere with not a national park ticket,
No bookings.
no bookings, no not even no people, nothing. It's been great. But unfortunately, tomorrow we have to make the journey back home again to the city life. Well, not for you, for some.
Still, back to the real world.
What's the song? I'm tired of the city life.
I don't know that one, but
Anyway, cheers.
cheers,
It's been
mate.
a great week.
Awesome trip. Well done.